Hello and welcome back to match 2 of TCW. Walking down the aisle is Mr. Perfect Kurt Hedig, who will be teaming with the Nature Boy Ric Flair tonight. We saw their relationship when Flair jumped ship and came to the WWF in the early 90s. And it seems as though they have rekindled that friendship, perhaps to gain a chance at tag title gold. Their opponent, comprising half of the team, is Naito, one of the up-and-coming superstars of New Japan Pro Wrestling. Largely considered one of the toughest competitors. And his tag team partner will be Antonio Inoki. Inoki and Flair faced each other just last week. Inoki would go on to win via countout. Flair has decided he wanted a rematch, but with this wrinkle that their proteges, their pupils, their students could tag with them. And certainly if you are Mr. Perfect and being referred to as a student, you have to take it with a grain of salt. For lack of a better term, clearly Hennig has had tremendous success in his own career, but he has owed Flair a great debt of gratitude for helping him hone his craft. And we have also seen Inoki take Naito under his wing. So the student and the teacher will face the student and the teacher here. We'll have to see whose lessons pay off the most. It must be said, Inoki has looked absolutely dynamite so far in TCW. He lost in shocking fashion to the Ultimate Warrior in the Ultimate Title Tournament. Warrior will be facing off against the likes of Tanahashi in the main event tonight. We will have to see whether he moves on in that tournament or is sent packing, as Flair and Naito face off in the ring. Naito has had some bad luck early on in his TCW matches. However, perhaps the reason he has turned to Inoki is to gain the direction he needs to turn his luck around. And now he finds himself facing off against two greats in Perfect and Nate. He sends Flair careening out of the ring. Flair tags in Perfect and he's working on the leg. Perhaps he thinks that the figure 4 leg lock will be their best chance at victory. Naito having to tag in Inoki, try to change the tide. He's got that armbar on. We saw him take to task with Flair, and Flair puts on a figure 4 leg lock. These two master of submissions, as I said again and again last week, Flair, he wants another piece of Inoki. That's why he asked for this matchup. But he's letting Perfect get a piece of him first. This is definitely the School of Hard Knocks. Perfect tagging in Flair, who desperately wants another chance at Inoki. For him to lose, and not just lose, but to lose via countout, you know that has to be killing Flair inside. The 16-time World Heavyweight Champion of the world wants to add another accolade to his name, and that is beating Inoki at his own game. And he's working the leg of Inoki, and you have to wonder whether Inoki would ever submit to Flair. We will have to stay tuned and find out, as Flair trying to work the leg extensively. You have to wonder how Inoki can walk after that shin breaker. He has to tag out, and Flair, unaware that Naito is the legal man, but he easily makes up for it, as the dirtiest player in the game always has a trick up his sleeve. Look at that. That heel kick by Naito. Certainly learned a trick or two from Inoki. And now Perfect and Naito, the pupils are facing off. Perfect was also in the Ultimate title tournament. He was expelled in round 1 after a match against Bruiser Brody. And I have to say, the remaining 4 look absolutely dominant as Perfect lands his patented perfect plex. But Naito was close enough to the ropes to make a move. The ring positioning saved Naito from eating a pin there. As Perfect gets on the top rope, Inoki so close, he is able to easily break up that pin. And he grounds Henning. Look at that suplex. Inoki is close enough to just barely break up that pin. And they send Flair careening out of the ring. Look at that heel kick by Naito. And a backslide by Perfect, and Inoki has been there to save Naito time and time again. Perhaps it is time for him to tag out as he bumps heads with Flair. Perfect is running the ropes. He built up all that momentum and knocked heads with Naito. And an armbar here, this could very well be it, as Flair is there for the save. I mean, Inoki has So many submissions he can stretch you with. His patented octopus hold. The abdominal stretch. Many variations of the armbar. And look at this maneuver by Naito. And now an armbar. This should be it. Can he make Perfect quit? And look at the chops by Flair and a nice punt to the small of Inoki's back. My completely objective opinion is that Inoki will have gold by the end of his TCW tenure as he pins Mr. Perfect for the victory. Inoki and Naito will take home the W. Moving forward, we have a very exciting card that I certainly hope you stay tuned to enjoy. Up next, we have what should hopefully bring the conclusion of our match from last week. Roddy Piper will go head-to-head with the Great Muta. Stay tuned for that. And then again, we have two Ultimate title matchups as Tanahashi will face the Warrior in the main event and Bruiser Brody will face Magnum TA. Like and subscribe and stay tuned.